Here's the news at 6. First, the highlights. Lagos State government issues quick notice to squatters under Ijora Causeway Bridge, Blue Rail Line Overhead Bridge. Federal government urges Kogi State Governor Ahmed Ododo to improve security infrastructure. On a foreign team, Mali, Burkina Faso withdraw from ECOWAS over suspension. And in sports, Italian tennis player Jannik Sinner defeats Russia's Daniil Medvedev in Australian Open final. Now the details. I am Akan Usen. Lagos State government has issued a 5-day quick notice to squatters under the Ijora Causeway Bridge and Lagos Blue Rail Line Overhead Bridge in Ijora. Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, made this known when he led a high-powered team that included the chairman, Special Intervention Squad on the restoration of the Lagos-Badagry Rail Corridor cleanup, Bayo Sulaimon, and a special advisor on the environment, Kunlero Timiakodu, on inspection tour of the Ijora and the under bridge. Wahab, who lamented the security risk, activities of minibuses, block molders, fuel sellers, and miscreants posed to the safe operation of the Blue Rail Line service, said government will not allow this to continue. He stated that the State Task Force on Special Offences will take full possession of the whole expanse of land under the Ijora Causeway Bridge and will be sustained by the state government. The commissioner also gave a 24-hour quick notice to those selling petroleum products under the Ijora Bridge to move all their trucks and containers or risk confiscation, adding that they posed enormous dangers to the infrastructure and human presence in the area. Lagos State government has offered 8 children free eye surgeries as part of its compassionate initiative aimed at addressing blinding eye conditions in the community. The surgical expedition took place at General Hospital Odo in collaboration with the Consulate of the People's Republic of China and the Chinese community and enterprises in Nigeria. Speaking during his visit to the beneficiaries, Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Health, Olusegun Oboye, said the outreach focused on ensuring a brighter future for children with cataracts, improving access to quality eye care services, and preventing avoidable blindness. Oboye affirmed the prioritization of sustainable healthcare delivery for various health-related conditions in the state on his part, Consul General, People's Republic of China, Lei Yu, who applauded the state government for its support in the success of the free eye surgical outreach program, stated that the members of the Chinese community in Nigeria see Nigeria as their home and will do anything within their capacity to assist the needy in accessing basic amenities. The Nigeria Customs Service Area 2 Command, or NAIR, River State, says it processed metric tons of goods for export valued at 9.4 trillion naira in 2023. This is as the service reiterated its resolve to ensure continued collaboration with stakeholders and partners to realize its mandate. The NCS Area Controller, Area 2 Command, Baba Iman, stated this while speaking at the 2024 International Customs Day in Onne, River State, themed Customs Engaging Traditional and New Partners with Purpose. Iman said the service will continue to ensure that its collaboration with stakeholders and partners is sustained. He said there cannot be an effective and efficient customs operations and procedures, and there cannot be an effective trade facilitation without engaging partners and stakeholders that are germane to the operations. The National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has admonished members of the Association of Nigerian Licensed Customs Agents, ANLCA, to prioritize the interest of the country over personal gains in their activities, as clearing agents at the nation's ports. NAFDAC Director General Mojisola Adeyeye gave the advice during a familiarization visit by the newly inaugurated executives of the Association of Nigerian Licensed Customs Agents, led by its national president, Emenike Nwokochi, to the NAFDAC Lagos Corporate Office. Adeyeye narrated how she marveled at the stupendous investments committed to local production of syringes in Nigeria by a local pharmaceutical company during a recent facility tour, saying the standard of the facilities is comparable to facilities that could be found in the United States or any country in Europe. She noted with regrets that intelligence reports reaching the agency indicated that some compromises are being made at the port by allowing illegal importation of unregistered containers of syringes into the country. Also speaking, the national president of ANLCA, Emenike Nwokochi, pledged his association's resolve to work in collaboration with the agency to achieve the common goal of developing the nation's economy. Now to the rest of the stories. The Minister of Steel Development, Shuaibu Audu, has urged Governor Ahmed Ododo of Kogi State to improve security and promote infrastructural development in the state. Audu made the call in a congratulatory message to Ododo in Abuja for his inauguration as the fifth governor of the state, along with his deputy, Joel Oyibo. He urged Ododo to consolidate the achievements of his predecessor, Yahaya Bello, and focus on building sustainable peace and unity for the progress of the state. The minister also expressed confidence that the governor will take Kogi to greater heights. Chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Oyedele, said the federal government is not recruiting area boys to collect taxes. Oyedele stated this in a statement via his X handle. It will be recalled that Oyedele had, in an interview, said the government could train area boys for tax collection and pay decent salaries to forsake their old ways. Oyedele said the issue he raised in the interview was not about employing more tax collectors, but about finding common ground with those already involved who have an unofficial stake in the system. And now to foreign news. The military regimes in Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger have announced their immediate withdrawal from the Economic Community of West African States. The leaders of the three Sahel nations issued a statement saying it was a sovereign decision to leave the ECOWAS without delay. Struggling with jihadist violence and poverty, the regimes have had tense ties with ECOWAS since coups took place in Niger last July, Burkina Faso in 2022, and Mali in 2020. All three were suspended from ECOWAS, with Niger and Mali facing heavy sanctions. They have hardened their positions in recent months and joined forces in an alliance of Sahel states. In our sports, Italian tennis player Yannick Sinner stormed back from 2 sets down to beat Russia's Dani Medvedev in a grueling 5-set Australian Open final on Sunday, winning his first Grand Slam. The Italian fourth seed was blown off course in the first 2 sets, but recovered to win 3-6, 3-6, 6-4, 6-4, 6-3 in 3 hours and 44 minutes. The result is a bitter blow for the Russian third seed, who has now lost a second Australian Open final after being 2 sets up following his defeat by Rafael Nadal in 2022. Medvedev came into the match boasting a 6-3 winning record against the 22-year-old, but had lost the past 3 matches. The Russian had played 3 grueling 5-setters at Melbourne Park and spent nearly 6 hours longer on the court than Sinner before the final. Just before we go, stay alive. Make use of pedestrian bridges where available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration completed the renovation of the library at the State Criminal Investigation Department, Wanti Yaba? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State government has issued a 5-day quick notice to squatters under the Ijora Causeway Bridge and Lagos Blue Rail Line Overhead Bridge in Ijora. The Minister of Steel Development, Shuaibu Audu, has urged Governor Ahmed Ododo of Kogi State to improve security and promote infrastructural development in the state. We also told you that the military regimes in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger have announced the immediate withdrawal from the Economic Community of West African States. And in sports, Italian tennis player Yannick Sinner stormed back from 2 sets down to beat Russia's Daniil Medvedev in a grueling 5-set Australian Open final on Sunday, winning his first Grand Slam. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagostate.gov.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adebeshi. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.